Hey there guys, thanks for joining us for another battle report. We're playing game 3 of the Edge of the Abyss campaign. I have Swampy here as usual, and we're about to go through our armies and etc for the game. But I want to say thanks for all the comments on the first 2 videos and pointing out some of the mistakes. We love that sort of stuff because we play a lot of games here and we don't always have the time to focus on the minutiae of stuff, and I love it when you guys post down below. And someone also posted below that I never actually thought of that I could use my army in the League of Rordia, so I could get to use demigryphs as normal demigryphs, etc, etc. That's pretty cool. But I think for this campaign we're going to stick with the kingdoms of men, and then when we're done in the future I might actually add some more halflings to my army and then, you know, go from there. How about you?
No, my army's great as it is.
Fair enough.
It's 3-2-0.
So what's scenario 3? Scenario 3 is the Dead Fleet, I think it's called. We're fighting next to sort of a dried up riverbank. We're using same armies, Kingdoms of Men versus Undead, but we'll go through the army list in a sec, so let's go have a look. Alright, so this is the armies and the table. We're playing 2,000 points today, so we moved it up, started off at 1,500, 1,750, 2,000. I think we'll probably stick at 2,000 for a while. Before I go for my army, just have a quick show of the table. It's a nice little grass plains with the dried up riverbank over there. We're playing the riverbank as a rough terrain, so you can move over it, but you'll be disordered. There's a half-ass bridge over there, and then
I'm using that bridge.
some trees and hills and forests. All right, so go outwards, but so you can have a look like that. So for army-wise, my army is going to be led by a general on foot. We'll get to him in a second. On the right flank here, I have a regiment of foot guard. And then a unit of berserkers. I've brought them out again. Or regiment of berserkers. I've got a horde of pike block at the back here. And then a battle standard on foot with a wizard just next to him. The beast in tow there. And then a horde of arquebusiers. They're sitting pretty over there, looking out over the battlefield. Then on the hill, I've gone for my artillery train, which is 2 cannons and a siege artillery. And then there's a wizard and the general itself on the top here. And then down on the flank here, I have a horde of knights. So if you've watched any of the videos that I normally put up for Kings of War, you would notice that this is completely different to what I normally do. Especially with the arquebusiers. I've gone for the horde for the first time, as I don't like the regiment version. Troop choices get 8 attacks, and the regiment only gets 10. So you double the amount of figures for just 2 more shots. And considering they can't move and that you know they have to reload, I don't particularly like the regiment type. But this one, the horde with some special items, maybe not. Pretty useful. I've lost the mobility of having the 2 units of knights and gone for one big one. Want to see what that sort of punch they can give. And I've combined the 2 pike blocks into one big pike block. And then added the berserkers as extra units for some punch. The berserkers and the foot guard obviously have the crushing strength 1, so it's a little bit of a punch there. And then obviously I have the beast again. I didn't use the beast very well in the last game, so hopefully he will do better this turn. Now let's go into Swampy's army.
Oh yeah.
So on the left flank,
Got Soul Reavers again.
yes,
Because they were really good last time.
pain in the arse.
Got my winged vampire. I've got a. It's not a volley gun. It's a catapult.
Okay.
Horde of skeletons. Horde of zombies. 2 necromancers. 1 unit of race. Thought about 2, but didn't. 3 bowman units again because I thought they were quite impressive last time. Another catapult, and the werebats out on the flank.
So it's pretty much exactly the same army you used in the last game, except you just added in the werewolves.
Because it was really easy.
Or the werebats.
Yeah, the werebats.
Werebats.
It's really easy to add 250 points when 1 unit is 250 points.
Alright, so that's the armies. The game is still kill as usual. The first 3 scenarios are all kill, and I can't remember what the actual factions that they suggested you should use for this. But I suspect it's got something to do with Abyss and nature. So there you go. That's the battle. We're ready to go. That light is actually bugging me. I might have to change that. So we'll be back in a second. Alright, so this is Kingdom Men turn 1 movement. Not a lot of movement. The handgunners were out of range because Swampy set back probably 11 inches rather than the 12. So I've moved them forward maybe an inch or 2, and I've flanked them with the beast. down this side, pretty much nothing's moved. They're all exactly the same position. But down this flank, this is where a couple more moves took place. I moved the berserkers into the forest, and there's a wizard somewhere there, and the battle standard just behind them, and then the foot guard have moved to the right of them, and the pikemen are just in behind, because obviously I'm concerned about the flying contingent, or the vampire contingent on that right flank there. So that's all the movement. Now we're going to shooting. So the handgunners can't obviously shoot because they've moved. I've got 2 wizards. I don't think they're going to be in range of much, but I have got some cannons. So let's fire some cannons. Alright, so first cannon. I think, well, most of my artillery is going to be firing on those skeletons on the right. So,
He knows what he did to them last time.
yeah, I want to get rid of something this game. So first cannon, 5+ to hit. That's a hit.
Which ones?
Those guns.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant my right.
So D6 + 1 shots. 6 shots. So 3, 6. They're going to be 2s to wound them. That's 5 wounds.
One for one.
Who's this?
There's only justice, the next 2 miss.
Right, so next cannon, 5+, missed, and then the siege artillery hits. You can't see that, but I rolled a 5 again. That's D6 + 2, so 5. And siege artillery are only piercing 3 or 2 or something.
Oh, only.
They're piercing 3, so it's still 2s.
2s.
So that's 5 more.
So it's up to 10.
Alright, and then I got one more. I got a ballista on there. He missed. So the ballista was aiming at the skeletons again, and then I got the wizard in the woods over there on the right. He's got lightning bolt 3. So I'm going to go lightning bolt 3 on those skeletons. So 4+.
+2 to your spells.
Oh yeah!
And actually lightning 5. So another 2 on top of that.
I didn't mention that. I forgot about that. The scenario adds +2 to wizards, so it's 2 hits and 1 wound.
11.
11. So that is the end of the shooting phase. I don't think I've got any more shooting. So morale tests for the skeletons. 8 + 11 is 19. That's not going to be enough. So, and there's no combat. That's the end of Kingdoms of Men turn 1. By the way, I got first turn because of the campaign rules. So we didn't have to roll for that. So let's go on to Undead turn 2. Alright, so Undead turn 1, movement. The cavalry on the right here have shuffled up with the vampire in tow. Everything else in the line has moved up as such, as pretty much as far forward as they can go. And then the werebats on the flank here have moved up to there. They've measured to see that they've outranged. One thing I didn't mention as well, actually this scenario has a few things that I didn't completely blanked on mentioning in the beginning. One obviously was +2 power to wizard spells. The other thing was it's -1 movement to charging distances. So the way we're playing it is, if for example these guys, well, I'll just go, these guys are movement 5, so when they charge they would be normally charge 10, but in this case they'll be charge 8. So it has more of an impact on the game. So those are the 2 rules I've actually forgot to admit, but that's part of this particular scenario. So the undead have moved, and now they go on to shooting. Where are you starting, man?
10 archers, going to go this cannon here.
Alright. So they've moved, so 6s.
Happened last time. 1.
1.
That's all you need though. No.
Actually,
No.
so 10 down, 20 more to go.
Yeah. This middle cannon.
Don't go for the painted one, man. Come on. 6s again.
2.
There's 2. 4s to wound.
2
That's
wounds.
2 wounds.
And they'll go for the end one.
Okay.
trying to
Spreading the love. That's a hit.
One.
4+.
Wound.
That's a wound as well.
And the more dice you roll, the more chance you've got.
Any other shooting?
What
We've
can
got
I do? I've got
catapults as
2
well.
catapults. Can I see the wizard in the woods? No.
Well, yeah, I reckon so, but it would be cover. So,
How does that work? Normally you roll half the dice.
yeah.
In artillery you roll 1 dice.
I
Indirect. It's indirect, you ignore cover.
yeah. So 6s anyway.
6 is to hit him. Or do I go after the arquebusiers? Pretty interesting dilemma.
Make a decision, man.
6s or 5s? I'll go after wizard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta get a 6, of course.
No, of
No.
course.
Oh, after all that.
After all that, yeah. And this one, I'll have a pop at that.
At the cannon,
The
yeah?
cannon I didn't damage, yeah, why not?
Alright. That's a miss.
I do have some spells, however. He.
Remember, search forward.
Yeah, I know. The zombies or the skeletons? The zombies.
Okay.
So
What's the search?
normally 8, but I've got +2.
Surge 10. Is that 5?
It certainly is. Yeah.
Does Swampy have the crystal pendant on them? Is that what it's called? The crystal
Yeah.
pendant? You know,
That's what it's called.
Warhammer died so many years ago, and I still can't remember the differences between the names and stuff. What's going on now?
This one will do a surge. Tempted to go with no on the rape unit.
Okay. Is that 4?
4.
Is that it?
Oh, that's what I should have done. Never mind. I should have done a bang charge, shouldn't I? Never mind. Yeah, that's it.
So,
Leadership tests.
Morale checks 9, 11 for the cannon. So 7
9.
plus 2 is 9. That's a wavered. Oh, that's annoying.
Not
And
annoying.
the artillery?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, that's really annoying. And that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
So, bit of damage to my artillery train in the front here. Surging units moving forward. The lines are drawn. And battle is declared. No combat yet at the end of turn 1. A little bit more difficult in this particular scenario where the charging distance is slightly hampered. What can the 8 Kingdoms of Men do to strike back?
Unless
We
you've
shall
got shambling.
see. Yeah.
Shambling still charges his normal charge.
So, this is Kingdoms of Men turn 2 movement. Again, not a lot of movement. I've been very cagey. I've moved these guys slightly forward. The wizard has moved across to this side. The general's moved slightly forward. The beast has moved forward in a line with the woods over there, looking at the skeletons and zombies moving forward. These guys have done very much slightly maneuvers. They slightly turned like that. They slightly moved a bit forward. And the wizard moved across a bit. That's pretty much it. So, not a lot of movement. I'm being pretentiously crazy. Right, so, on to shooting phase. I'm going to start with the handgunners, I think. And they're going to go for the zombies. So, I've got 20 zombies, 20 shots with my handgunners. And they got the +1 to hit banner, obviously. So they're on 4+ to hit.
Ooh.
Just take away the ones that missed. That's not bad. And then 2s to wound. There's some duds there. So 3, 6, 9 wounds.
Ouch.
Not too bad. It's a good start to the turn, I suppose. Then the ballista from the cannon, or the beast, is going to shoot at the skeletons. 6s. Bollocks. And then this cannon is going to shoot at the zombies. 5+ hits. D6 +1. 5. So 5 more and 2s. It's 4 more wounds.
13.
So I'm peppering these front 2 ranks, but it's not enough yet. So the artillery. Oh man, I got a decision now. The artillery is going to fire at the zombies as well. Screw it. So 5 plus. No, missed. Okay, so I've got one more thing to do on this end yet. So my wizard, who's on the hill over here, has Wind Blast 5. But because of the scenario, it's Wind Blast 7.
Ouch.
And he's going to cast it on the wraiths, which is just in front of him. So 7 dice, 4 up. They go back 4 inches. Spaces? So they go back 4 inches. And that wizard on this side has got the same thing. And he's going to do it to the knights. And they're going to go back. Wow. 4 as well. So the scenario is adding the magic capability, adding to the magic capabilities.
It's actually really annoying. Not gonna lie.
So do I have any more shooting? This one's wavered, so it can shoot. Those 2 have shot. They have shot. That's shot. Both my wizards have shot.
Oh, I've got stuff for knife. Oh, I forgot about that.
So morale tests. Did I cause any wounds on the skeletons this time?
Nope.
No, I missed. No. So
Zombies.
13 plus
bollocks. There's a double 1 for the game.
Yeah.
It's not come up at a critical moment.
That's true. Every freaking game I get one of those. That's quite annoying. I was hoping to get rid of the zombies because now they could be searched into my. You know what I should? Oh, that was an error. I should have shot that freaking cannons at the. I would have missed anyway. But the necromancer's at the back there.
Yeah.
I can see him. Well, that is the end of my turn too, as there's no combats, and obviously all I've done is pepper those 2 massive horde units in the front.
So that wind blasting is pretty sneaky of you, Jason.
And there we go. So, scan of the battlefield at the end of Kingdoms of Men turn 2. I'm keeping the undead at bay, but I really, really prefer to have some units killed by now. Alright, let's see what Swampy's got for his turn 2.
My life's so difficult.
Alright, so undead movement turn 2. Not surprisingly, not a lot of stuff going on in the centre here. Both of them have wheeled to face their surging targets. With necromancers in tow, skeletons have stayed still. These ones have used their nimble and then marched as far forward as possible, so they're out of view of the knights. They're obviously facing the wrong direction at the moment, but they're in behind the lines here and that sort of thing. But down here is where the surprises are. The vampire has charged the foot guard, and the knights have charged the berserkers in the woods. So that's a hindered charge, and they're fine. And then there was actually another charge over here. The wraiths have charged the artillery on the hill.
Wizard.
Oh, the wizard, yep. So that's a hindered charge as well. But they just flew up there and went... Pwah! So, on to shooting we go. What are you going to do first? Are the rows and rows of archers going to try and take out that artillery?
Yeah, I think I've seen the first one at that one too. Can I see him? Because I think I can see that one.
Yeah. 3, 6, 7, 8.
5's just...
Oh, now you roll loads of 6s.
Yeah.
4 plus.
2.
2.
I think that would be enough on them, to be honest. Send another 10 of those knights.
Okay.
Start trying to peck away at them.
So 5 up. And then 5 up again.
2.
2.
Not bad.
And the last one?
Last one. At the knights again. 2.
2. 5 up. No.
Nothing. I'd have 2 artillery pieces over at those knights.
Okay.
Nothing.
They got 5 together.
Oh, they were so good last game.
This is the problem with the artillery in this game. It's so unreliable.
It will surge the zombies forward.
Okay. So surge 10 because of the magical essence.
2 more dice. Will I do the zombies? Tempted to go with them because I've got Bane Chant. I got beat down on that stupid
Handgun.
behemoth.
Oh, the beam.
Yeah. He's got Bane Chant as well. So we do the skeletons first towards the big guy. 9.
Those are some nippy skeletons right
Yeah,
there.
they're in. Oh, I wish I had done the zombies now. That's a roll I needed.
Crikey. I thought skeletons were supposed to be slow, man. Just freaking catapulted them across the...
Let's double check what Bane Charm does. Crushing strength on that unit of skeletons.
Alright, so Bane Chant. He's got Bane Chant 2, which obviously goes up to 4 because of the magical essence, and just gets it.
That'll do.
Alright, so it's... Skellybobs are... Raw!
Crushing things.
So that's end of shooting. Is it? So morale test here for the...
Yeah. Oh.
7.
Thought I'd get rid of that. Nice.
Oh, yes.
Level 6.
No, it's not enough. Not enough. Alright, where do you want to start combat?
Let's do the behemoth.
Alright.
Why not?
So how many attacks you got?
Horde, 25 attacks. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15.
It's 20, 25.
So, of course, it's 5 to hit. Wow, that's pretty rubbish.
That's a lot of ones. You should put elite on them.
Yeah, I know. Crushing strength 1 against that.
Yeah, so they give you 4s.
2.
2.
25.
You need double 6.
Double
Double
1.
1.
I do get wounds back on them, though.
Do you ever buy the rats for them? Doesn't the rats give them like...
rats for them? Because I've got...
The rats obviously give you an extra heal back or something.
No, I didn't buy them rats. I got them the war bow. Good bow, which I completely forgot about.
Alright, so I'm okay there. We go on yet to... What do they got? 10 attacks.
12.
12. Hitting on 5s?
Will be, because it's hindered. Wow, they're actually better than the... I didn't roll a single 4.
That's interesting. And then I'm
5.
pretty sure on defense 3 maybe, or 4.
And crushing strength 1 against your defense. You're probably 4. I don't think much is anything's really lower than 4. Defense 4.
Okay.
So 3s.
3s.
4 wounds.
4 wounds.
Should have kept it open on that page.
I'm pretty sure he's a 9-11, isn't he?
10, 12.
10-12, look at him. Mr. Brave Wizard. 6 plus 4 is 10. He's wavered. Another chicken token for me. And they bounce back an inch.
Amazing.
Alright, let's go to this flank. What do you want to do, knights or the vampire first?
Let's do the knights first.
Alright, this is the one I don't like the look of. Have they got the +1 to hit banner?
Yeah. Got 20 attacks.
So there'll be 2s normally, 3s now because of hindered. I'm pretty sure Berserkers are defense 3. So they'll be on 3s then 2s.
Freeze.
Ooh, I forgot to point at the dice.
Oopsie. What are we saying the defense is? 3.
I'm pretty sure it's 3. Down at the bottom of the other.
Defense 3.
Yep. So 2s to wound. Take away any 1s.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've not got anything bonus, don't I? Life each 2. No, cost of strength. 12.
Alright, so what's their morale? Is it they just got fearless
16.
16. And what did you go? 12 wounds.
12 wounds.
So 4 less. Reroll, because I've got a battle stand just behind them. 4 less! They wavered! Oh, they can't
16. They're gone.
Oh, they're gone, yeah.
Equals it.
Balls. I forgot they don't have a waiver.
Don't have a waiver.
Nope.
They're straight 16.
So they are destroyed. Let's remove them.
Um.
Alright, so what are we on to next? The vampire.
8 attacks.
Some dead berserkers in the forest.
Attacks versus foot guard.
What's his melee attack?
3, I think.
You got any,
No,
any bonuses?
Maybe take 3. No, he's got the Magic Giant that gives him the flying boots, hasn't he?
Oh, right.
So he's winged.
I see.
I wanted to keep that defense 6, but also have him keep up the cavalry.
Alright, 3s to hit then.
1 miss.
And strength.
Crushing strength 2.
So I'm pretty sure it's 2+ then, some defense 4.
Crushing strength 2. Might as well surge 3 as well. So 2s.
Yep.
Oh, 2 1s.
Was that 5?
5.
Alright.
Seven.
5 plus 7 is 12. Are they 12, 14?
14, 16.
Oh, so they're right.
He bounces off 1 inch.
Alright.
Combat.
So what do you think of that turn?
Yeah, I think it's alright.
Didn't kill anything, but
I
a lot.
did. I killed the berserkers.
Oh yeah. Well, they were dead before the game started.
A few markers down and stuff.
Well, there's a lot of wounds everywhere. It's 5 on the foot guard, 2 on the beast, 2 on this cannon, 3 on the artillery, 4 on the wizard, 2 on this. It's like spread all the way around. This will be an interesting turn for me. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have to think about this and think really hard. I need to get rid of those wraiths. I need to get rid of this freaking flank. I need to get rid of the center. Alright, we'll be back with my turn 3 in a sec. Alright, Kingdoms of Men turn 3. Movements. Couple of bits and pieces. Countercharged into the skeletons over there. My wizard has moved out from the forest over here. The battle standard has shifted over to this side so that the pikemen could move into the forest. The foot guard have countercharged the vampire. It's interesting about this side. I think I've tied up the vampire and the knights here with what I intended to do, but I need to clear out the center here. So the handgunners will be firing on the zombies. The knights have advanced up that way. My thinking, I might try and go clear out some of Swampy shooting down at the bottom there, which also obviously leaves the werewolves to the werebats to do whatever they want to do. And over here, I was debating whether or not to charge my general into the wraiths. He's only got 4 attacks. He's individual, so he won't get any bonuses for flanks or anything like that. Or fire my artillery on them. Wizard's wavered, so he won't be able to help this turn. Right, so let's get on to shooting. First thing I'm going to start with is the handgunners onto those zombies. They already got 13 wounds on them, so I would like 7 wounds if possible from this. So 4 to hit. That's not a very good roll.
6 hits. 7 hits. Well, there's your 7 wounds it's going to have.
3, 6, 7, yeah. So no 1s, please.
And 2s.
2s to wound. Ugh, I got 4 1s. So 3 wounds.
16.
That was not appreciated. Alright, I need to do this first. So cannon over there is going to be firing at these wraiths. 5+. That's a hit.
Oh.
D6 plus 1 is 3. So 2s.
Is it 2s?
Yeah, because they're piercing 4.
Ah, yeah. That's 2s.
That's 3 wounds. The artillery is going to do the same.
Is it indirect fire? Doesn't matter, it missed.
Missed, yeah.
You can't shoot when you're that close, you have to be 12 and shoot away.
Oh, okay. But this cannon, I don't think can see.
Bearing in mind they're like up there.
Oh yeah, of course, they're an inch away there. So this cannon's going to fire at these zombies. I was actually hoping to fire the cannon at that dude at the bottom there, which you can't see. I need to remember to focus the camera. I was hoping to fire the cannon at him, but because the handgunners did such a piss poor job, I'm going to have to go for the cannons at the zombie, which is a hit. 5.
Had some hope that those zombies wouldn't die in.
2s, 5 more wounds.
21.
Okay.
So you don't want to roll a double 1, Jason.
Well, I'm not quite done yet. The wizard over here, who has down at the bottom here behind the tank. The tank has a ballista, but I'm not 100% sure the ballista can still fire when the, you know, in the old days the steam tank could fire the gun.
I think no.
No, I'm also saying no. That's why I'm not going to bother. But I thought I'd mention it, so whoever watches the video, they can comment to say. But because this is not a steam tank, this is actually like some sort of beast. Yeah, so with a ballista at the top. But anyway, he's got lightning bolt 3, which goes up to 5. I'm going to fire a lightning bolt at the wraiths. So 4 plus 1. It's piercing 1. So 5s.
Nope.
Nothing. Oh well, that was worth a shot. Have I got any more shooting left? I don't think so. Handgunners are fired. Not sure they can fire. This cannon fired there. That cannon fired there. Artillery fired when I shouldn't have really, I suppose. But it missed anyway. And this wizard can't fire. So that's all the shooting. Let's do some morale checks. Zombies, 21 plus 7.
Inspiring.
21 plus. Zombies explode. Right, so
Definitely making them a legion next time we play.
I'm pretty happy with that. And then now the important one. Wraiths, 3 plus 7 is 10.
I guess you couldn't do it. That was 16 as their nerve, so
Oh.
double 6, even though doubles out, they don't. So yeah, nothing.
Fair enough, nothing. But I suppose that's 3 wounds better than nothing. Although they do have, what do they have? Life leech 2 or 1?
Yeah, life leech 1, I believe. Oops, missed it. No, they don't have life. No, life they come with life. No, 1.
Alright. So that is the end of my shooting, I think. So let's go on to combat. Let's start with a foot guard on your vampire lord. So they got 12 attacks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're going to be hitting him on 4s. So it's not bad amount of hits. And then they got crushing strength 1, so 5s to wound. 2.
Okay, you need double 6.
Nope. Okay, so I bounce back an inch. Put some flame markers behind him, so we don't forget. He's taken 2. He's got life leech 2, doesn't he?
He's got life leech 2, yeah.
That's quite annoying. So
2 or 1?
he's just going to get those back.
Yeah.
And then the beast. Let's see what the beast can do. So the beast has got 12 attacks, hitting on 4s. That's not great. Look at that. How many friggin' misses? I got 5 hits. 2s, 5 wounds. Puts them up to 15. 15 plus 8, 23, I believe. Come on, be a wavered.
You need to re-roll that.
Is it 22?
23.
Oh, so 8 plus 8 again. They did. The center has crumbled. Yeah, pun intended.
It's not gone well.
So, that's taken out the center horde units, but I'm still not 100% happy with that as a turn. I was hoping I could do more damage to the race. The race have been a bane of my friggin' existence for this whole campaign. And I've only done 3 to them. And then, of course, these 2 rock-hard units on the flank here are an issue. But so far, I suppose I can't be too greedy. I just take out 80 undead soldiers.
Yeah.
And that is the end of my turn. Let's see what Swampy comes back at me with on turn 3 for the undead. Alright, so this is undead movement turn 3. And Swampy's pulling out all the stops to try and turn this around. These guys have charged into the city guard, and then of course the vampire charged in or counter charged as well. So he shuffled off to the corner. So they're both on to the city guard. Then obviously there's nothing else down here. These guys nimbled and then moved that way. These guys nimbled and then moved this way and nimbled again, slightly to face upwards. That vampire or necromancer has moved over there, so you can surge these guys. That numbskull has moved over there, and I think he's going to cast Bane Chant.
Yeah, probably.
So, on to the shooting phase. What's going to happen, Swampy?
I think my 2 artillery pieces at these knights.
Okay.
1 hit. Hey.
So D6 plus 2.
I think it's plus 2. I think they're rubbish. That is D6 plus 2.
So 7. And you're piercing 2.
Yeah.
So 3 plus.
6.
6 wounds. Ugh. I could have done without that.
Model's rubbish.
Just wind blasted him.
It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Alright, so 8 wounds total on those knights. Let's see what else he's got.
Bane chant these guys.
Okay.
No!
No!
Shit. 4. Well, 8 shots into him.
Roll there. 5 plus. That's 1. 5 plus. Nope. Oh, it's falling apart, Swampy. It's falling apart. The pressure is building.
Oh.
2 hits. 5 plus.
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh! 1, 2 hits. Can he get the wound? One wound. Puts me on 9. Have you got anything else?
I've got Surge.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Surge of flank.
Come on. Spanner this. No, he's definitely in. In they go. Alright. That's the end of the shooting phase, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you still take morale tests?
No, don't. It says it in there.
Oh, right.
It says it on the Surge.
No, because often... I don't know.
No, because you do that first to engage.
Yeah, because that's a shooting attack, isn't it? Or a shooting spell or whatever. You want to go to combat down? Yeah.
Combat over there first.
Alright. I'm not sure this is going to be too relevant, as that city guard is going to get trampled. I'll get some yellow dead bodies ready. Dead bodies everywhere. Alright, let's see. So, what are you hitting on?
2s and 2s.
2s and 2s. You know what what I would love now?
What?
A double 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The knights.
Is that 12 wounds, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's up to 17.
And the vampires, 8. Hit on 3s.
Oh!
All of them.
2s as well?
He's
Glove
got
defense 4, yeah.
7 of them.
So I was on, what was I on? 17, so 24.
Yep.
Double 1 with a actually,
That's
I'm very inspiring, so am I with him? Yeah. It's double 1 with a reroll. No?
Nope.
Do it again. Come on, double 1, double 1, double 1.
Nope.
Oh, it never happens for me.
I will reform on that flank.
Okay. So, what I said was my my harder hitting units are now both dead. The berserkers and the foot guard. I'm not loving that, I gotta admit. Alright, come on. I need this to hold. I need the race to fluff this. Come
They
on.
will, because they're my race. Did I give them an item? I gave them a hammer or something stupid, didn't I? Brewer's shell.
So,
Oh, I missed.
I already got 9 wounds on them, as you can tell by there. And the wraiths are going to have 20 attacks.
Something like that, yeah. Attacks, 24 attacks, so having the side there.
24 attacks. And they're going to be hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I need you to spanner this. There's 4 dice over there, so it's kind of 20. Because if the knights can hold this... You need 4 more?
It's 24 attacks, so it was 12 basic. I'm not going to break you, because it's, what, 50% and 50%, so...
Yeah,
what
but...
I'm going to get is 6 on average.
I don't think I've played this well in terms of... Yeah, I'm just out. Look at that. I'm an inch, like 2 millimeters out of within general's range.
$13.
So 4's to wound because you got crushing strength 1. I want you to get
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
puts me on,
7.
so it puts me on 16. Yeah, I think you said 21, 23, wasn't it?
21, 23, yeah. 9.
No, they're dead. Oh, that is ginormous.
That is good news.
Not for me, it's not.
For me, it's good news.
Right, I'll take them off in a second because there's a huge tray. So a huge block of knights killed to these freaking wraiths.
My centre's gone, but my flanks are holding strong.
Oh man, I hate wraiths.
And my wizards will probably both be dead next turn.
Alright, so to recap, at the end of your turn 3, you've taken out my huge block of knights. You've taken out my foot guard on the end here. And you're moving around heavily with these guys. These guys are full out on the wing here, but the center looking a little bit barren. Oh man, you know what? If I was hoping if they could survive just this turn, I would have charged one of those guys out there, which would have, I think, would have kept them alive because I don't think you would have brought the wraiths back down that way.
Well, it depends what happened with the wizards.
Oh, and of course you got the werewolves.
My charge arc.
All right, well, on to my turn 4 in a second. So this is Kingdoms of Men turn 4. I've just done my movement phase, and wow, some pressure going on yet. Nice and easy one over here. I just countercharged the Vampire Lord with my Pike Phalanx. He's obviously recovered his wounds, so he's fully healed. Battlestan has just moved in behind them. Arquebusiers are not moved. That's wheeled and turned slightly advanced forward, so it can fire its ballista at the wraiths.
Leave them alone. What did they ever do to you?
Wizard's moved up with him. This wizard's moved down at the bottom there. And my general is moved down this way, or marched down this way, to block off the vampire bats, or the were bats. So that is my movement. So shooting. So I think the obvious thing I've got to start with is the handgunners on this wizard right here. If these arquebusiers can take him out, I'll be really happy. But they're hitting on 6s. No, they're hitting on 5s because I've got +1 to hit.
Oh yeah.
But
He's going to get pasted.
so, alright. So, 20 shots, 5+ to hit.
Ooh.
Is that
2 hits?
Oh, for the love of
Oh,
God.
they're rubbish as a horde as well.
Jeez. My dice rolling sucks. 20.
22s, and they're not very, they haven't got much staying power.
Why does my dice always suck against you? So, 2 wounds. Right, that's a start.
The 10-12.
But I might not finish shooting at him yet. Because I'm not convinced my dice is good enough. Right, the ballista on a 6 to hit the wraiths. Missed. This cannon over here can see the wraiths. So, 5+. That's it. Oh, I could have done with a 6 on the ballista. So, D6. Ah! 2. 2 wounds. Puts him up to 4. God damn it.
I'm going for that.
Alright, the artillery. This artillery is going to fire on that wizard over there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to fire on these skeletons over here. Yeah, 5+. Missed. And then my other cannon on the far right here is going to go for your wizard. 6. No. So, that's the end of my artillery. So now we go on to my wizards. This wounded wizard over here with his lightning 3, which goes up to 5. It's going to shoot the wraiths. 4+, 3. Defense 6, so piercing 1, 5s, triple 1.
Actually, you've upgraded from double ones.
God damn it! Why does this game hate me?
Game loves me.
You know what? Why it annoyed me is because I wanted to use this wizard to pepper this guy. Now I have to decide, am I going to go for him?
What are the race going to do?
Alright, so I think I'm going to go with a wizard on your wizard. So 4+, that's 4.
3.
No,
That's a 3.
Jeez, that dice needs to go to the bin. And then 3s, 2 more wounds.
At the end of him.
Alright, so morale chests.
You first.
I'm gonna go. No, him. He does the.
He's got the.
Oh right, okay. So 6 + 4 is 10.
So it's not wavered.
Oh,
Still there.
chicken token for him, and then 4 plus
8.
8,
Not enough.
12. No.
Then you needed double 6, I think. Yeah, you needed double 6.
Right, so that's the end of shooting.
Oh no, shit, no, it's only a troop. No, they are gone. Oops.
Oh.
Oops.
Alright, well, a little bit of justice there. The wraiths are dead. As Swampy was reading the regiment rather than the troop morale.
Oopsie.
It's fine, no big deal. So, wavered the wizard. Troop wraiths are dead. Now we move on to combat with the vampire. So, I just aim the camera over there so you can see the dice rolls. Pike Phalanx has 30 attacks, hitting on 4s. As they got no bonuses. They're just 4s. And then I'll be wounding on 6s. Oh shit. So think about these mass dice games. 6s. Nothing.
Wow.
Right.
Hey, now how my zombies feel.
God damn it, how can I not roll a single 6 on 5, 10, 15, 17 dice? I couldn't roll a single 6. Wow, I bounce off an inch then. God damn it. So, recap my turn. Wraiths are dead. Morale victory for me. That necromancer's severely injured, but I've got werewolves on the flank down here. My knights have died. I'm so disappointed. I didn't even put a little death marker for them. And my pike unit can't hit for shit. So that's the story of turn 4. Let's go to Swampy's turn 4 next. Right. Undead movement, turn 4. Both the vampire and the knights have charged the pike phalanx. The wavered guy just moved a little bit backwards. The skeletons down there did some sort of little zigzag dance thing. And the wizard has moved further back. Then these guys down here, I didn't have enough movement to block them off fully, but I thought I'd just put some worry into his face. I thought maybe he'd take the bait and charge me, but he didn't. He nimbled, moved to there, then nimbled again, and charged up that way. So he's in combat with a cannon over there. Alright, and now we're on to shooting. Where are you going, man?
10 archers at the
artillery?
artillery.
Did they move?
No, they didn't. They stayed still. 1 hit. That's a
wound.
wound.
Who's the next one shooting?
These 10 will shoot that wizard.
Okay. So they want 6s.
1. That's a wound.
You're having just as bad luck as I am now.
These 10 will try the wizard as well. Why not?
Okay.
1. Wounds. That's what we need.
Well, you don't do... Well, you might as well.
No. Oh, yeah. Gosh, well, he's gone.
Actually...
Have you got inspiring?
I got very inspiring. Yep.
He's gone.
Yeah. Blech.
Should have done the artillery first, but I'm never going to shoot him again with the artillery.
I'll do the little baby one for you.
2 artillery pieces will try and shoot this...
the beast?
The beast.
So 5 plus.
Both hits. Oh!
So
this could be a...
2d6 plus 4. Would that work out the same? Or 2d6 plus 2 twice? 1d6 plus 2.
So yeah, 2d6 plus 4.
This works out the same, no? 7 plus 4 is 11.
11. So plus 2.
So 3's to it.
3s. Oh, I should... Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So it puts me on 9.
$15, 17.
15.
15.
Was that wavered?
It is.
I love the chicken tokens.
Werewolves on the cannon. Should we just roll the waver now?
You get triple attacks, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
roll the waver
just
now?
roll the dice, right?
Get 18, 36, 46, 54 attacks. If I don't wave it, then we'll roll it. But
You mean don't roll double one, re-roll?
Gone.
Yeah, okay, I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone would agree that that cannon was history. I'm actually surprised the cannons have lasted this long.
Me too. I went out pretty quick last game. I just turned to face the other cannon.
Okay, I'll move that in a second. That is Oh no, we've got the main combat down in the bottom here.
Main event.
This noise you're hearing is me trying to find the right dead body. Right, where are you going to roll?
Do the vampire first.
Alright, so -1 to hit because of ensnare. -1 for...
Not ensnare, are they?
Yeah, they're the normal pike, not the heavy pike, so they got less defense.
Ensnare, phalanx, yeah.
Do you know, because you're charging into woods and I got ensnare, is that -2 or just -1?
Don't know.
Let's have a quick check. Alright, so we reckon it's -2, so the vampire normally hits on 3s, now he's hitting on 5s because of ensnare and
Hit once.
hindered charge.
Wounds.
He definitely wounds. So I'm going to use a D10 because I suspect I'll get a few more wounds.
20 attacks off of them.
Yep. They on +1 to hit, aren't they?
Yeah.
So there'll be 2s going up to 4.
First 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's not bad.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, so you don't get your thunderous charge because I got phalanx. But you do have, don't you have like both thunderous charge and crushing strength or something?
Crushing strength 1.
Oh,
You
so
only
you-
defense 3 anyway. So.
Ah, goodness
They're not
sakes.
heavy pikes. The 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. So I'm on 12 wounds.
Oh, they're pikes, aren't they?
So I think it's 2022, something like that.
2022.
So 10 or more with a reroll.
No.
No. Alright, so 12 wounds, and the morale chest was failed, or passed in my sense, so they are still there. So that ends the undead turn 4. Interesting turn. I took 12 wounds on that spear phalanx. Still, both their hard-hitting units are still held up on this flank. The werewolves have entered the fray, taken out that cannon, and then of course the undead have got their shooting component, which has kicked into gear. This wavering this is a big thing for me because that hasn't got headstrong, and it just means I'm now, it's basically out of the game. All it's going to be is the ballista firing for the last turn or two, because I was hoping to move it up and start clearing out some of your archers down there, but no. Alright, so on to my turn 5. Here we go. Alright, so Kingdoms of Men turn 5. I've done my movement. The general's charged into the werewolves. They've countercharged the knights. The battle standard's moved up here, so he's giving his aura around here. That's obviously wavered, so he couldn't do anything. Wizard moved forward a bit. And that is the extent of my movement. So on to shooting. First things first. I'm going to fire my cannon at Sompy's cannon down there. So 5+, missed. Mortar on it, missed.
That
So-
time those missed.
So that's the end of that. Onto my handgunners to try and finish off this freaking necromancer.
He's
So,
not going nowhere.
so 10, 15. Give me another 5 dice.
So 5s and 2s.
Yep. Come on, can they do better than last time?
It's a bit better than last time.
Well, they got a lot of hits last time. Well, I can't remember. No, they got 2 hits last time, didn't they? It was sucky. So this should finish him off.
2s. Unless you got a double 1 on him.
That's right. So
6.
6
So he's up
plus
to 10.
10. I don't think I've got any. Oh no, I do. I've got a lightning 5, and I'm. Oh, is he within range? You know, this. I should have checked this beforehand. 18. So he can target.
He's 24 now.
Oh, even then he's definitely in range. But I'm going to target your archers. 3 hits, 2s, 3 wounds. Right, let's do some morales. Your wizard. Oh, he dead. Finally.
Stupid model.
And your archers.
Reroll it, reroll it, reroll it.
Roll it, roll it, roll it. They're still dead. Right. So that's not too bad. My general attacking your werewolves. He's got 4 attacks, 2 hits. He's got crushing strength 1, which does nothing. Fucking me, he sucks. And then onto the big boys. So 30 attacks from my pikeman. 5, 10. So 30 attacks, 4 to hits.
They don't get any modifier, do they, for charging in the woods?
No, they were already in the... It's not bad, but I'm going to be on 6s to wound. And how many 6s did they get last time? I can't even remember who they attacked, but... How many
None.
6s?
I think it's a vampire.
Yeah, so now they're going to get shitload.
1, 2.
2. That's right. You watch out. 2 wounds.
That's 2 more than last time.
That's
Remember
right.
That, they are 15, 17.
Double 6? No, so 11. Ooh, that could have been disastrous. Pikeman. How you hate me so. I'm not going to move these incredibly heavy knights backwards because...
I'm 12.
Yeah, I am on 12. Right, so I can remove my chicken token from my beast, who's not really done that much. Right, that was not a great turn. I mean, I did take out the wizard and the archers over there, but the wizard was on his last legs. I did nothing to the werewolves, so they got free reign as usual. And down here, I'm holding them up with the pikes, but I'm not sure that's really coming to anything. Every time I do wounds, they just gain them back by murdering some of my humans. So yeah, but it's turn 5. I mean, we might actually make it turn 7 this time.
That'd be a record for you.
Yeah. All right, let's see what you got on your turn 5.
No, I can move him, sorry.
Movement was really simple for the undead turn 5. These guys have charged. They were slightly more forward than where you could see. So they've charged in over there and finished off that cannon. And those 2 have counter charged over there. And you saw his wizard back off into the shrubbery. All right, now into the shooting phase. Where are you going to go first?
So this unit on the end here of that mortar.
Okay. It's really funny. The dust coming through the is making the camera go really weird.
Hit.
Oh,
2
there's
hits.
a couple of hits. 4s to wound.
Nothing.
Nothing.
The other unit will shoot him.
Okay. 2
2
hits.
hits.
4s to wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. Oh, that could be it. They're on 5 at the moment.
That'll be a donkey this time. He's going to cast Bane Chant on this.
Yep.
Yep.
That's really successful.
Then both artillery pieces will...
We'll do them separately because remember that one's got paint on.
Black dice. Black dice is this one, and then the other dice is that one.
Okay.
Shoot that thing again. Yay!
Black dice hits. D6 plus 2. 4. It's plus 1 to wound now, so it's piercing 3, so 2s.
2s. 3 wounds.
3 puts me on 12. Plus 7 is 19. I'm pretty sure that's,
I think that's
dead.
I think it's 17.
But there's a reroll for me.
Yep.
It's a good thing I moved that battle standard up.
Yeah, git.
Yeah.
Yep. So reroll.
So 12 plus 8, 20.
Even better.
Ugh, the beast dies. Again.
Yeah, and with that one action, the catapults made their point.
Yep, that is true. The catapults, they do reasonably pretty good for you.
Yeah. Morale for that
Okay.
artillery piece.
So 8 plus 5 is 13. So reroll because the generals stand right behind them. 5 plus 5 is 10. I think that's a waiver. I think they're 9-11 on it.
11, yeah.
So,
For God's sake.
Away, chicken token for the mortar.
This is not shooting next time.
That's true. But there's a lot of explosion markers and all sorts of crap next to it.
Shall I rather get rid of that cannon?
No, it's fine. Let's just go straight, yeah.
Well, I might double one.
Alright, yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
It's just,
No,
gone,
reroll.
reroll. It's gone.
Yeah. Another cannon bites the dust. Another baby dead model. Right, let's go on to the...
Over here.
Yeah.
So now he's on a little bit easier to hit.
Okay, go. So this is the Vampire Lord, hitting on 4s because he's -1.
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all.
And...
He's 2s. Cross his strength 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, puts me to 17.
20 attacks off him. 20 attacks off the knights. Rolls twice, so they're only at -1 now.
So threes.
7 threes.
Because they got the +1 to hit, don't they?
Yep.
That's 8
8.
hits. And another 9.
Another 9.
That's how many wounds I've got already.
17 hits. Yep. So they're on +1 to 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the other 7. 9, 10, 11, 12.
So 29. Double 1 with a reroll. Come on, reroll. No, they did as well.
Get off.
Right, the pikes have finally fallen. Okay.
Pretty interested to see if you do that on turn 6.
Yeah. Actually, we might not actually get a turn 7.
That way.
As the
that way.
vampires envelop.
I lost the centre, but I won the flanks.
Yeah, that's quite important though, because obviously all I've left with is this horde of arquebusiers
You can't shoot anyone.
with a battle standard, the wizard in the front there, and a wavered mortar and a general over here. So yeah, I'm not convinced this is going so well. Okay, that is the end of your turn 5. Let's have a quick zoom out like that. See all the dead bodies everywhere. Oh man, these guys are so rock hard. Even with the woods and the ensnare, still couldn't stop them.
Oh, they got their hit points back, by the way.
Yeah, and that is really annoying.
Life each 2 or 1? Yeah, life each 2. So they're,
Alright, let's go my turn 6. Right, Kingdoms of Men turn 6. It's desperate times. I've moved the battle standard bearer. Try and block off the knights so I can just deal with the vampire on his own for a bit. But the problem is, in this game, if you get charged, so the vampire, this is losing cause. The vampire will charge them. He will obviously cause some wounds, doesn't matter, but he won't break them. They can't shoot next turn. So that's friggin' annoying. Over here, I've charged into the rear. Just do whatever I can. He's individual, so he's not going to get the triple attacks. That's wavered. The wizard's moved forward because he's on a one-man skeleton killing rampage. And I want to do that first because that's the highlight, I hope. So, 4+.
Yay!
1. Any wounds?
Curse of Frown strikes again.
Yeah. That's the end of my shooting phase. Morale? No, he's fine.
Can they shoot? They can shoot, can't they?
Yeah, it's only in combat
It's
when
only
you...
combat where you got the...
and then combat, talk about combat. My general into the rear of the werewolves, or werebats, is hit 3 times. He's wounded once.
Double 6.
So 8. Nope.
15, 17s.
And that is the end of my turn. Super quick. I've caused a wound on the skeletons and a wound on the werebats. End of turn 6. Swampy, take it away. Turn 6 for the undead. Nice and simple. These guys have rear charged. Vampires forward charged. They've charged him. And those guys are about to do some shooting. So, onto the poor artillery.
So, 10 bows.
Yep.
That.
There's already 5 wounds on it, so...
Bit better.
3 hits. Force to wound. 2 wounds.
I'm pretty confident I might actually get rid of that this turn.
General's right next to it, man. Are you sure?
Yeah. 10 bows at the wizard.
Okay. 6s.
Sorry, 8 bows even.
That's a hit. 4+. That's a wound.
I'll bang chant this artillery piece just because it's funny.
Yep.
What do I do one at a time?
Is this the Bane Charted one?
Yeah, because if I hit and do damage, I can fire the other one at something else.
I've got a general over here as well.
Yeah, I know. Bane Charted one, no. Non-Bane Charted one at the wizard.
Okay. 6+.
The other one, might as well shoot the wizard now. No.
Missed. Alright. So, morale tests. Wizard is 10-12.
Nope.
No, he's fine.
Artillery.
7 + 7 is 14, so reroll.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's dead.
Lost.
Well, at least I can take away all these markers.
Stupid artillery.
Alright. Into combat.
Yes. Let's do the werewolves. 36, 46, 54 attacks from the werewolves.
Right. So they are hindered because they charge through terrain. We didn't actually discuss before. I mean, in the last game, I think we made this kind of impossible, but we didn't discuss it in this one, so we just allowed it. I don't think it matters too much at this point.
Yeah, dice, please. Also, I think we could have done the whole pivot-y manoeuvre thing.
Yeah, they would have
anyway, but...
got in eventually. 27 twice. This game does really use a lot of dice.
Normally we leave 3, but hindered, and they leave 4. 4's to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Second round. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25.
25.
27 there. So take 2 out.
And what are they? Crushing strength 2?
Crushing strength 1.
Well, that's 2s anyway. Because I'm pretty sure I'm defense 3. Just count how many missed. There's another one there.
7 misses.
And it was 25.
18.
So it's 18. Alright, now the vampire in the front.
Vampire in the front. He's hindered as well now because he came out of the woods.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So he's on 4s. And 2s.
So another 4. Puts me on 22. Double 1 with a reroll because you didn't kill the battle standard first.
This is getting annoying. Oh, he's gone.
He's dead. Alright. Would you like the honour of killing my battle standard before I concede?
Yes.
Alright, go on.
You
then.
had inspiring from 2 sources, didn't you?
Oh yeah! I didn't forget about the general standing right behind them going, I tried so hard to kill those werewolves. We're just doing this fight over here and then I'm going to concede as my force will be once...
he gets his wound back that he caused because of the...
Shut up.
They're on 2s to hit him.
Yep.
And they got the full brunt of his... He's getting the full brunt of it, isn't he?
Yep. Hey, he's individual, man. It's -1. No, I'm kidding. It's shooting.
Wait.
And then 2s as well. How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Alright, double 1 followed by double 1.
He's going to have to be damn inspiring here.
No. Just leave the 1 there and roll the other one.
No,
Oh,
he's gone.
Yeah, he's dead.
Over 1d6. 5.
Alright, the kingdoms of men have failed to hold the undead for the 3rd time in a row. This is embarrassing.
You can take those archers off, put those handguns off, because I don't like looking at them.
Fine.
I want them off my battlefield.
Just to make you feel better. I've actually run out of yellow dead markers for them.
Everything else would have turned to face...
the wizard and the general.
Yeah, could have gone on another turn.
2 solo guys. Oh man.
Would it have gone on another turn? Is it a 4+? No.
I can't remember actually, but yeah, we rolled a 2. So actually, we might have continued to turn 7 anyway. Wow, what did you think of that?
Yeah, thought that was it when my centre fell over. When the race went, the skeletons went, the zombies went, the wizard was getting shot in the face with 20 guns, and then Jason's rolling.
Yeah. I mean, besides my rolling, I'm not convinced I did the right thing again. My plan was to obviously take out your centre as fast as possible, and then have my bricks, i.e. the knights on the left here, and my pikemen with the foot guard and stuff on the right here, and hold you off, and then I can turn my centres around to concentrate on one flank at a time. It kind of worked, but...
I think the knights and guns should have gone straight in the middle. Just blasted that, and all the artillery should have gone out here. I'm thinking, side, and then because it's going to take me 1, 2, 3 rounds of combat to get through all the artillery with the werewolves. I can't use them as a sacrificial lamb.
I'm now thinking. I wonder if I should have, instead of focusing on the center, I should have focused on one of the flanks. Like, because I had all my artillery pointing towards the center, and I knew that the knights and the werewolves would be on the flanks. Maybe I should have just picked a flank and see what was there and tried to take them out. But obviously hindsight is a beautiful thing. Rolling aside, it was still fun, pretty interesting game. I thought it was down to the wire for a while, up till about maybe turn 3 or 4.
When the flank went.
Yeah.
When that left side went.
I mean, crunching both the center was obviously a big moment. Finally got the wraiths as well. That wraiths when they died, it was quite important. But then I think when the knights died the turn before the wraiths, that was me going, oh crap. The beast also getting wavered over here was a pain in the butt.
That was lucky. 2 direct hits with the artillery.
Yeah, because artillery can be sort of hit and miss in this game. But nonetheless, it's 3-0 to you, man. The Undead is surging forward. Forward. Right, so we're on to the next game. This was the first 3 games we've played have all been kill, but the next scenario is an actually pillage scenario. So I might be making a comeback.
Yeah. How many is this? There's 3, 1, 2. There's 6 battles.
Yeah.
And I've won 50% of them already.
Yeah, I'll win the
7 because you have 6 and then you get the final battle.
Oh yeah, all right.
So you can level the series.
That's right.
And then the final battle.
Maybe with the final battle we'll get to ally each, and we'll get someone to join us each, and we'll have a huge game, maybe at the club.
Yeah, hopefully Jason gets someone a bit better than him.
But
it wouldn't be a challenge.
I'm going to put John on your side, so.
Oh, fuck.
I'll take D. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that battle report. We had a lot of fun playing it, and we've been obviously enjoying the campaign. So, see you guys on the next night.